Who you with?
Hey, it has been like the month, the week, the hour for Black Woman Magic, and now we back at it again. You see, I had the same coat on earlier from doing an interview earlier with some beautiful ladies. They were talking about this eyewear, and now we have a woman who walked in here with some fly eyewear herself, so I figured like she probably knew them too. But Miss Alisha Gordon comes by way of an amazing foundation that's doing it huge for Black women, especially single mothers that just need a little boost. That's all they need. They just need a little boost to get them in the right direction. And she has the GPS signal, the road map, and has lit the way for these ladies to do some incredibly amazing things. And she is here to talk about it. So let's give her a warm welcome. Let's hit this hype bell. That's what I'm talking about. Alisha Gordon of the Current Project. What's up, mama?
What's going on? I'm glad to be here. Glad to be home, all the way from New York City, but Decatur is where it's great.
There it is. East Side, an East Side legend is right here.
Yes, a legend.
A legend. That's what I'm talking about. I say you representing, got the right color blue on. You know what I mean?
Happy Founders Day to all my sisters of Spelman College.
That's what I'm talking about. And you come by way of some great people. Actually, I call her my little bully. So she hit me. She was like, you going to get my friend? I said, you don't have to ask like that. I see what she doing. She can come up here. We're going to talk about this thing.
You know, my good sis Corinne gets it done. So I appreciate her.
Absolutely. Let's jump right into this because this project is incredible. There are so many women that have found their way into situations where they just need a little help. And you're providing that. What made you want to jump in and starting this as an actual project and organization and business?
Yeah, so the Current Project, we're a nonprofit organization. Our commitment is to the social economic thriving of Black single mothers. We believe that Black single mothers are one of the most innovative members of our community.
They are.
How to make $1 out of 15 cents. And the ways in which you get into this community of Black single motherhood, you know, there are many different entry points. People get divorced, people's partners die, relationships end. Yeah. But at the end of the day, our commitment is to think about how do we move Black single mothers into a place of thriving, right? And so our work is really rooted in data research. How do we really prove the point that the need for a thriving Black single mothers is necessary? Is rooted in programmatic strategy. How do we make sure that we build out programs to really help them get from point A to point B, get them to a place of economic and social thriving? And then, you know, a big part of it is the narrative change. How do we really begin to change the narrative about how we talk about Black single mothers? We are all touched by a Black single mother, whether we were raised by one, whether we are one, whether we dated one.
Or had a teacher or had a doctor or anything. Like they're going to come into your life in different ways.
Yeah. And so our work, we've been doing this for 3 years. So it really is rooted about how do we help Black single mothers connect back to their dreams? How do we put money in their pockets because we trust that they know what they need to do to help themselves thrive? And how do we create the kind of policies and communities that sustain their thriving? How do we put them back into the neighborhoods that have the kind of policies and politicians that make sure that the work that they're doing for themselves actually spread through the entire community?
Talk about an elevator pitch.
You know what I'm saying?
Take me up through there. That's what I'm talking about. Man, listen, that's some incredible stuff you're talking about because when you give someone who really needs it just that extra little piece of resource, man, talk about that $1 out of 15 cents. These women are turning $100,000 out of $10, $15. So it's
I mean, look, you know, I am a Black single mom, and the Current Project, we focus on what we call middler moms. These are MIDDLER. These are mothers who are out earning social safety net, which means they make too much money to qualify for WIC or SNAP or child tax credit, but they're under earning to economically thrive. And all the data shows that Black women in general are the highest earners of advanced degrees. 70% of Black single mothers that we surveyed have some kind of college experience. Majority of them are working. And so, you know, the kind of narrative that Black single mothers want to be in a place of struggle and all these types of different things. It's just not true because the data says otherwise. And so, you know, much like my story, you know, I learned that I was pregnant with my daughter when I was a senior at Spelman in 2004, just a couple months shy of graduating. And I just knew that I was going to move to New York and become the next Khadijah James, you know what I'm saying? Living single, get my brownstone in Brooklyn. And the Lord was like, no, you're not.
Not today.
Not today. But, you know, it would be over the next decade where we would piece our life back together and, you know, experiencing things like depending on social safety net, depending on welfare, depending on community to help, put the pieces of our lives back together. And now that daughter that I was so, just in a whirlwind with in 2004 is now a sophomore at Spelman, right?
How does that feel, though? I got to stop you. When you go onto the campus of Spelman, right, and you go and check on her, you going to see baby girl.
Yes.
And you like, wow, this is where I've come. It's
crazy. They say that the days are long, but the years are short. And she's now 19 years old. She's back at, our alma mater. And, the work of the current project is rooted in our story. What were the things that were necessary to get us to a place where my daughter, who was raised in a single parent household with the help and support of community, that she now can say that she's earning and creating her own path at the number one HBCU in the country.
There we go.
And that's because people believed in my gifts. People saw my talents. People were willing to trust me with a dream and support it. And they're still doing that. And so how do we continue to create the conditions for Black single mothers and really Black folks in general? How do we continue to do that over and over and over again to get people and get, the next generation to a place of thriving? So it feels good. I get emotional. I
see you light up and stuff.
I was like, I'm that mom. I'm like, let me take a picture of it. I can't help myself. And it's just beautiful to watch her forge her own path, right? She's not trying to replicate my path. She's not trying to be, me. She's just finding her own way. And I just feel super grateful that my work and my life as her mother gets to collide in this way.
That's when we really see it hit full circle and hit home, when somebody has their work and their purpose and it's actually a part of their story as well. So I want to congratulate you on that. Let me hit that hype bell on that. Now, you did mention that you get people to support, but you could always need more. We always need more support, because every year there's going to be a new batch of new moms who are middler moms, like you said, that could just use that boost, and there are people out there willing to help. And you got an event that they can just jump in and get involved with.
Listen. So we kicked off the current project 3 years ago. We have been able to do amazing work. We use a cohort model to bring moms from all across the country into what we call current economics. 6 weeks of economic wellness training, everything a Black single mother needs to know about investment, savings, budgeting, all those types of different things. But what's super unique about it is that we layer emotional wellness on top of it. It's not that Black single mothers don't know what to do with their money. It's that when you have these kind of compounded stressors, when you're trying to manage this, and that, and your own life, it's hard to get from what you know to what you do. And so much of our work is really culminating into this event that we're having next month, Thursday, May 2nd, at 6:30 p.m. at Zuccotti Art Gallery.
Ooh, you're fancy, huh?
Sharing a little art, little culture.
There you go.
But we're inviting folks from Atlanta, from the community, from the political community, from across the city to come and support this work. All of the proceeds go back to the current project to invest in mothers here in Atlanta. And I'm actually proud to say that over half of the women who participate in our virtual cohorts are from Metro Atlanta.
And that's beautiful,
And so we want to invite everybody to come out Thursday, May 2nd. You can get tickets at thecurrentproject.org/events. Tickets are $100. And you might be like, oh, girl, I'm busy. I got plans that night already. You actually can donate a ticket to a Black single mom to come, and the ticket covers not only her cost, but it also covers transportation or if she needs childcare. We really want to make it accessible and easy for Black single mothers to come and spend time. The last thing I'll add about this event that we're really excited about is that we're awarding 2 Black single mothers for their impactful work that's happening in the community.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So if you know a Black single mother or organization that does work for Black single mothers, you can go to thecurrentproject.org/nominations. You can nominate them. You actually need to do it by
yesterday.
Weekend.
Do it yesterday. That means get it done right now.
But we do want to invite everybody to come out. The tickets are almost sold out. We would love for this to be a sold out event. If you're looking for an opportunity to get some music, some live music, some food, some cocktails, art, culture, and a good time for a good reason, come on out.
Good time for a good reason. You had me at good time for a good reason. That's what I'm talking about. I love that, man. This is some incredible stuff you guys are doing on social media. Where can people follow you at and just stay abreast?
Yes, we are Current Project Inc. on Instagram, thecurrentproject.org. We're the Current Project Inc. on Twitter. I'm all about the branding. You know what I mean? So everywhere you can find us at The Current Project. Very active on Instagram, and we would love to connect with you online.
I love it, man. Black woman doing it for Black ladies. I see you.
Dang.
There it is. The current project, definitely a situation that you want to be a part of. Get your tickets today. If you can't go, like she said, buy it for somebody else.
Yes,
all right.
Yes.
And you guys are just honoring people left and right. That's what I'm talking about. Giving folks flowers, and you deserve your own.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm very glad and honored to be able to do this work.
Absolutely. All right. We got a new friend of the show here. We appreciate you stopping by.
Yes. Thank you for having me. So grateful.
That's what's up, man. Hopefully you'll be back soon and telling us about everything else you got going on too.
I'm pulling up all year long. What's up?
That's what I'm talking about. It's locked in and it's on camera, so you know I ain't lying. All right, y'all, let's get back to this music, man. It's Magic ATL, and of course, Reec Radio broadcast from Media Campus West. We gone.
It's time to see who's with Reec.